So let's say you have your RV and you're ready to hit the open road. But where do you go? That's where RV Trip Wizard comes in. It's a website designed to help you plan your trip across the country, from national parks and great camping sites to golf courses and even pet hospitals. RV Trip Wizard is your one-stop shop for planning your next RV vacation. Let's head to Central Florida and meet the husband and wife behind RV Trip Wizard.
RVers are accomplished people. Most RVers are professionals, very interesting people.
You make friendships for life. You're with people who are doing exactly what you are doing, having a great time on the road. You get tips from them. It's just absolutely wonderful. You just keep, I suspect even after we are off the road, we'll still have these friends.
We have a large percentage of first-time purchasers, new to the industry, and just have the desire to get out and explore and enjoy.
Every day's different, and they're not boring. I mean, it's from A to Z. There's never no telling what the typical day is.
What's for dinner?
Oh, that's important.
Back in 2008, my wife Heidi and I made our first long-distance trip in an RV motorhome.
I came over to the States in 2007 and, of course, wanted to see all these beautiful places here. We had a motorhome and we planned our first big trip.
It took us 2 weeks to plan a trip out to Albuquerque, the Grand Canyon, up through the Rockies.
Up to Pittsburgh and back to Florida. It was such a big trip, we had to plan everything out beforehand, and with all these big directories you have campgrounds and the atlas and the maps.
And it was a 7,200-mile trip. So we had all these campgrounds and reservations, and then we took off, and all of a sudden we're finding really nice campgrounds that we didn't know anything about. And I complained. I said, somebody's got to do something about this. For 3 years I complained.
He was saying, I don't understand. There must be something on the market that really facilitates people to do this. And he was going on and on.
And finally Heidi says, look, why don't you do it yourself? You've been in the computer business for over 40 years. You're a programmer, you're an analyst. Do it yourself. Okay. RV Trip Wizard is a trip planning tool, a software tool that is online, designed for RV owners or people who are renting RVs, that shows them some 17,000 campgrounds around the country. And it runs on any device, any computer, any tablet, any smartphone. It's very easy to use. Once you take a quick look at the user's guide, it's all laid out.
It gives them the options of knowing where they can stay, what it's going to be, how far it is from point A to point B.
When you set the preferences up and you plan your first trip, it's going to calculate what that trip should cost you based on what your preferences are. We've got a page that will show you local area fuel prices. We have 16,000 golf courses.
They just say, we love your program because we can find all the golf courts we are looking for.
We have 8,000 pet hospitals.
Really, I insisted to insert because we travel with 2 cats and one got really ill, so we had to find a pet hospital.
12,000 bicycle trails. So there's a lot of different information in there. Walmarts that you can and cannot park at overnight. And all RVers love Walmart because they can park there and they know what they're going to find when they need to replenish.
I personally would think that RV Trip Wizard would be on the cutting edge of what true RVers are going to need for modern day technology and just being able to plan and plot where they need to go.
It has grown tremendously in capabilities, largely due to input from our users, our subscribers. We get a lot of feedback and a lot of very nice compliments as well.
It became more or less like a family of RVers. Everybody is giving in their 50 cents worth of suggestions.
You know, we look at something and it says, oh, it's 2,000 miles to Phoenix. Well, you know, there's about 4 different ways to get to Phoenix. And you may like the 2,000-mile trip, or you really may like the 2,200-mile trip because it goes through so many other areas.
The way it's evolving, I think it's almost mandatory that these RVers are plotting and planning and just getting their destinations lined up so that they know roughly. They used to just kind of free spirit it. Now they're pre-planning and using modern technology.
Things change, you know. Campgrounds come, campgrounds go. And Rich is here to keep us updated on the ones that's there.